Best Men. Kevin Grandjean, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, thank you. I don't know why I'm saying thank you when I haven't actually said anything yet. Nobody's clapping. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dupree. And I've been formally adopted by our newlyweds here tonight. I'm 26, I'm single, and I love Filipino women just as much as Mike does. Sorry, I couldn't remember if I was doing a toast or a personal ad. Speaking of Filipino people, wherever you guys are. Here, we got one right here. Here we go. There's a table right here. A couple summers ago at Rand's college graduation party, there was some strange guy there that looked strikingly similar to me, that was running around silly stringing people in her family. I don't know who that guy was that day, but I hope he's not invited here today, otherwise we're all in trouble. Because he was weird. Wasn't he? We all remember that? It's such an honor to be Mike's best man. It wasn't until months afterward where I realized the importance of the role, where one night Rand was over at the house, and she was talking about the duties and responsibilities that were expected of me for Mike. That sounds kind of weird now that I say it out loud. But she was saying that this toast was the most important thing that I have to do. So I'd say that after the first minute, I'm doing my job pretty poorly, but it's only going to get better, I promise. To Mike's parents, he's in good hands with Rand. To Rand's parents, if I'm the best man, then why is Rand marrying Mike? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's a great. She's in good hands. Now let me just give you a little background on how I got to know Mike. I think I met him about 5 times, and all of a sudden, one night we were all sitting around drinking, hanging out together, and we talked about getting an apartment together. Well, I don't really think that he thought I was a cool dude or anything, but I just think he actually needed a roommate. So I was available, so we thought it was appropriate to, we all got an apartment together. So a lot of the first nights, we ended up getting the apartment, and a lot of our first nights were spent on the couch watching TV with Mike falling asleep. We weren't on the same couch, so it's not really as romantic as it sounds, but he was in the, next to me, So then there was this one particular night that I remember. Mike always used to ask me, to drink a beer with him at night and stuff, and I would never do it, remember? And then there was this one night, I didn't want to hang out with that, But then there was this one night where we were talking on the balcony, I'll never forget it. And we both came from big families. Obviously his is an army compared to mine, but I have 6 and people give me that look you have 6 people in your family? So anyway, we got to talking and we were talking about how similar our parents were in our childhoods growing up, and that was when I really realized how similar Mike and I really were. And after that, he's been one of my my best friend that I've ever had. And both of these guys, there's no one I've seen done more things in the last 6 years with than either one of them. Some of the best times of my life have been with them both. The vacations together, our first apartment there, the trips away, the forming of the circle of trust, which Ann always throws out there for me whenever she needs me to do something. We're in the circle! And then I spill my guts. She'll ask me something about Mike, Hey, did Mike say... I don't know. Then she'll say, circle of trust, and I give in. Does anyone here want to know who I spent my last 3 Valentine's Days with? These guys. I know it's kind of embarrassing now that I say it out loud in front of everybody, but it's actually the truth. But the point is that these guys always include me in everything, and I appreciate it more than they'll ever know. So here we sit, 11 years since that magical night when Mike played Twisted by Keith Sweat over the phone for Rayanne. She broke down into tears. It's such a sad song. And he stole her heart forever. Now, I got a word of caution out there for all you single guys, though. It doesn't work on all girls. I tried it myself last week. She hung up on me. And I haven't heard from her again. Apparently, she wasn't a big Keith Sweat fan. But that's her own fault because he makes some damn good music, right? Anyway, 11 years though, that truly is amazing. I have a tough time getting a girl to date me for 11 days. If there's one speech that I know well, it's the breakup speech. I may not do the best man speech well, but I've heard a lot of good breakup speeches, which is one Mike will never have to worry about from here on out. Because in the words of the great and charismatic Jay-Z, Mike, you may have 99 problems, but a chick ain't one. It's a beautiful day at a beautiful place, and I'm very happy to be part of this special day with these two very special people. In closing, I'd like to state that my role as the best man is something I take very seriously. And I don't just view it as a one-day role, but rather a lifetime role. Meaning that no matter what you guys ever need, I'll always be the best man there for you both. And I mean that with all my heart. Guys, let's please toast to our newlyweds here, Michael and Rayanne, Matt alone. I love you guys.
What a nice round of applause for Kevin Grandjean.
Thank you.
Next, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Robert